If you're planning to write a children's book, you will soon come face to face with the subject of character development. Every writer struggles with this at some point. And yes, it is hard work, but the payoff is huge. In this video, we are going to unlock the secrets of creating unforgettable characters. So let's jump right into it. Have you ever felt connected to a book character? Many of us have. I read several books as a child. I can't remember every detail of the books I read, but I remember certain characters because of either how they made me feel or the message the author conveyed through those characters. Take the book Oliver Twist, for example. I last read that book some 30 plus years ago. I have since forgotten most of the story and many of the characters, but I still remember the main character, Oliver, the boy born on the streets who lost his mother shortly after his birth. He lived in an orphanage and often mistreated by people and institutions that should have cared for him. I remember this character because I have come across individuals with similar life experiences as those of Oliver. And like Oliver, they were mistreated and looked down upon by people who should have cared for them. For me, the main character highlights how poverty, class distinction, family or institutions can affect the trajectory of a person's life. The author, Charles Dickens, used the different characters in his book to push out his message, and it resonated with people of the time, and it still resonates with people today because those same things still happen today. How can you develop characters like that can help you push your message? And if you do include illustrations, how does that help? What do you do if you cannot draw or create the graphics for your book? Let's talk about developing the character first. Developing character is like working with invisible clay because it's more than just a list of traits. You are crafting a person, someone readers will connect with. That requires depth, emotion, and consistency. You've got to think about their backstory, their motivations, how they change over time. If you feel overwhelmed by it, you're not alone because most people feel that way. The hard work is worth it. When your characters leap off the page, you can craft your invisible clay using language people can understand. Your clay may soon feel real on the minds of your readers. To get you started, keep the following points in mind. Human nature is complex. People are complex with different layers of emotions and desires. So develop a compelling character. You need to reflect these complexities. It is not just about listing traits in your character, but understanding their deeper motivations and their fears. And remember that people have got flaws. Just look around you, interact with people. What are their common characteristics, their emotions, their desires, and even what flaws do they have? If you're writing for people, your character must have the same traits as the people you write for. They must be like everyday people. Number two, your character must have a backstory and growth. Where is your character? Where are they coming from? So please give us a backstory that has helped shape them. But it shouldn't overwhelm the narrative. Balancing just enough detail to make their past relevant is tricky. But as the story progresses, you may want to let us know how your character have changed over time. How does the change affect the story? In my book, Freddy and the Veggies, the backstory presents a little boy who is full of life but hates his veggies. Then an incident occurred that changed his view of vegetables. Number three, emotional engagement. We connect with characters that touch us emotionally. Emotional connections motivate us to take action. Your book character should connect with readers on an emotional level. So again, it requires depth and time in understanding their internal conflicts and struggles. As your characters battle with real-life issues, Your readers become hooked to your story and ultimately to your message. People connect with events, people, and things that affect them personally. So if your character struggles with the things that your reader struggles with, your book will get the nod. So the key to creating relatable characters is to think like a child. What do they love? What are their fears? What are their dreams? Make your characters reflect these emotions. Like everyday people, give your characters distinct personalities. Are they adventurous, curious, mischievous, or maybe a bit shy? Show these traits through their actions and their conversations with people in your book. So, next, let's move on to illustrations. Beautiful illustrations can bring your story to life. So start with simple sketches that focuses on the emotions and the actions of your characters. Use colors that are vibrant and engaging. Kids are drawn to bright colors with bold illustrations that tell a story on their own. So your illustrations will be able to speak even more than the text in your book. To create a book, combine your relatable characters with beautiful illustrations. Make sure every page has a balance of text and images. The illustration should complement and enhance the story, helping to keep young readers engaged. Remember, the goal is to create an experience that kids will love and want to return to again and again. But what if you can't create the illustrations yourself? Does that mean you can't be an author? No, you can outsource. Find someone who can make your characters come to life, showing their fabulous personality. If you need help with that, please check the description box below. So there you have it. Relatable characters and beautiful illustrations are the heart of a great children's book. Start simple, be creative, and most importantly, have fun. Character development and creative illustrations are the key elements that will enhance your storytelling process. If you get this right, you will soon have a book. For others to read your book though, you must put all the parts together and publish your book. How do you do that? Join me in the next video to learn how to publish your book. And if you have enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on writing and illustrating. And get your copy of my book, Freddy and the Veggie, through the link in the description below. And I'll see you in the next video.